Hey guys, this is Midwest Fishing Bros. I'm back here again. Today I'm gonna talk to you about types of jigs. There's so many jigs out there in the fishing industry. So I'm gonna start with a traditional hair jig. It's like a bucktail, all kinds of feathers. I'm not really into fishy hair jigs or anything, but I'm gonna give it a try this year when spring. The water's still cold, so it's got like a little archy head. I don't know if you can see that, but it's flat, bunch of hair. It's got a little hook on it, like a 2-aught. So I'm gonna give this a try. And there's scroungers. Here's just a plain jig scrounger. Here's the lip, the head of it. It's like a scrounger, which does, it gives this, like this. It's like a chatterbait, kind of. So it goes around. Plus, there's also a scrounger jig with a skirt. And it also does the same motion, like this. So you can always put like a swim bait or a powtail lure back here, and then makes a move like a bait fish. So basically, this is like a chatterbait type, but they call it scrounger. Okay. Here's a swim bait, head, jig head, just this is like a 3/8 ounce with a Gambler Easy. It's a big one, but that's the kind of jig head you can also get. And you can also get like the Gary Yamamoto swim jig head. Or I got this from the Indian Creek Lures, and I haven't really tried it yet, but this thing allows easier. Here's the grass, goes through right in the grass a lot easier than this. Apparently, it's proven, so I haven't tried it yet. We got the underspin, which is like a swim bait jig head or whatever you want to call it, with a spin, underspin. So, which is you put your pal tail here, and then it swims, and then this thing's like the Casey Ashley won the classics by using these lures, this bait. So I gave this a shot, and it works. I mean, since around here it's frozen, I can't really do much. So I'll give this a shot again this year to see if I like it. One of my favorite things to do is the swinging heads. These are awesome. Throwing these in the rock, reel it, flip and pinch these under dock where there's a bunch of rocks. I like to do them. And because what it does is, if you flip it under or pitch under the dock slips, this thing is gonna move. That's why it's called swinging head. When it hits the bottom, you crank it. It's really awesome. I love it. It works fantastic for me. Other thing is, this is a chatterbait. This thing, why they call it chatter, is because this thing, this blade, moves like this. It gets so much noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but just like that. But underwater, but it drives the fish crazy. You want to use these like the low light conditions, low wind, but I use all year long, all year when the season's out. I even use in the spring. Works great. And you have a traditional archy head, a flat jig, simple bait, simple jig, You can also skip these under dock. So when you skip them, it goes like this. It's flat. So that's the archy head or flippy head. And one of my most favorite things to do in the fishing, best fishing ever, or a swim jig. I just love throwing swim jigs. What is slick, calm in the morning, throw these suckers out. It does fantastic for me. This is in the bluegill color I made. And I also made in like a green pumpkin and money maker color. It's got a green pumpkin head. Okay, now I'm sure everybody throws these. Everybody does. It's a football jig, football head jig. Everybody uses them. Who doesn't? I mean, I use them every time I go out. I throw a football jig, which is, it looks like a football. And then these are a lot easier to fish on rocks. But personally for me, I fish these on rocks, trees, brush piles, stumps. I think this is like the most versatile jig out there. So, and I also, when it's like in the springtime and it's super cold out, or the cold front came through, all that kinds of conditions, you want to throw a finesse jig. It's like a little round head. It's small, it's compacted. This is what you want to throw. When it goes in the water, this thing will stand up. It barely moves. So you want to throw like a little, chunk on there. It barely moves. So you want to throw these on rocks, brush piles, stumps, laydowns, wherever you want to do it. And I also got the smaller version of finesse jig. It's super small. They work. I also have just a regular round jig, round head ball jig. And also, well, the cool thing is, I call these the mop jig, which is, they got a lot of skirts on them, and it's a heavier jig. Like, they're a lot heavier, so you can go these into grass. So if you like want to punch them, you want a heavier football jig, and it goes down. It's got a lot of skirts on it, so it's got a lot of movement under the matted grass. And I think that's all I got right now. There's a lot of jigs out in the fishing industry. There's so many things. There's ice jigs, but I don't ice fish at all. There's casting jigs. There's spinnerbait that are made out of jigs, just like this one. This is a jig, that's considered a jig. There's so many jigs out there. My bad. Oops. And there's like a shaky head. That's also a jig. There's so many things you can do out here. And thank you guys for watching. It shows us a lot of love. And don't forget to subscribe and comment below. And tell me what's your favorite jig, or your favorite presentation for jigs, or what's your favorite thing to fish, like lily pads, or do you like to punch, or do you like fishing stumps? Tell me what's your favorite, and I'll let you know what your guys' favorite things to fish around on the lakes or the rivers. And yeah, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.